Hello everybody, welcome back to That Transformers Guy. This is a birthday haul video, which I was trying to make earlier, but I didn't really get to it. Let's first start off with the non-Transformer stuff, which is kind of like the upgrade kits or something. But this year, or for birthday, we got stands for them. I have pegs in the bottom. It pegs in really well, keeps them holding. They're very nice, I like them. Let's get moving on. First, let's do my probably favorite out of all of it, is this guy right here. He's awesome. I just love the way he looks. But you guys can't see him all too well, so let's move this boy up. He also comes with Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, and Ravage. There we go. Which I know this guy isn't too new, but he's the newest character, so he's probably the only one that I'm actually going to do like a hard review on. So let's get into the articulation of him. So first let's move this. Let's move the camera a little bit so get a little bit closer. And then let's get into it. We're going to move this up so you can see his beautiful head sculpt. His cannon can move. His head is on a ball joint, so it can move all the way around. It can go up, it can go down this far. It can kind of tilt. This button puts stuff out, which is classic Soundwave. Arms can go up a lot more than just straight. There's a swivel, bended elbow, and there's also a double jointed elbow. To get extra range. Hand can open. There's hand swivel or wrist swivel. Hands can also close. Waist can do a full 360. Put these up and legs can kick out this far. And then legs can kick back this far. Bend at the knees. And then there's also thigh swivel. Foot swivel, tilt, and there's bend for transformation, but they're still bend. That's all for articulation. Now let's look at the accessories. That says accessories. Let's go down here. So we have a soldier cannon, which looks quite nice. We have his blaster, which, you know, you can try to get this out, but I just normally grab Laserbeaks or Buzzsaw because they're normally close. I stick their wing in a little bit. Oh my goodness. Stick it in a little bit, and I can grab it and then pull it out, which it is wrong towards the screen accuracy. It's supposed to go like up and down, not side to side, which I really don't care if I'm being honest. But there's still that for those people. Move the guns to the side. Here is Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, and Ravage. They come with their own little accessories. He comes with this tail and these missile launchers. I can normally get this out really easily, but now I'm on camera, so I can't. There we go. Looks really cool. It's simple to plug in. There's this little tab in the back. You just come back here, and you go to plug it in. And it snaps in. I mean, articulation on this guy's pretty cool. You can do the arms out, so it's like he has wings. So interesting. Well, I guess we're just staying back there now. This is Buzzsaw, which I definitely like Laserbeak's coloring more, but in the chest, I think I might like Buzzsaw's look a little bit more. I can't really decide. I hate Ravage's look in the chest. It does not look good, so forget about Ravage. These come with their own guns that split apart into 3 different parts. This side gun, the other side gun, and this whole middle part. Just plug those back in. And then you plug it in by just putting it on these pegs. And it's quite simple, easy. It is parts forming, but it looks this good, so it doesn't really matter that much. To me, anyways. I like to bend the wings a little bit so it's like touching the ground when the feet touch the ground. So it gives it a little bit more stuff than just wings. But that's just me. Same thing with Laserbeak, but the head can also move. This can also move on Buzzsaw. I'm just trying to show both birds. And the wings can do this for transformation, but whatever. So let's get Soundwave back in here. I don't have a lot of G1, and I wasn't really planning on collecting a lot of G1. After getting Soundwave and seeing how good he looks, I've been thinking about getting some more G1. Mainly Astro Train, because I don't have an Astro Train and I very like it, especially for stop motion. So, there's that. Just plug this in back here, that's what I do anyway. I also really want to get Megatron. I was thinking about getting Shockwave only for Bruticus, but I have Siege, so yeah. But let's do size comparison with the other people we got. Here is this guy, which my copy, his thing just does not plug in at all. When I first got him, I could push this up and it'd plug in, but now it just won't. So that kind of sucks, and it looked very weird in stop motion, so I probably won't use him as much. But yeah. And these are the only 2 Decepticons I got, so yeah. Sunstreaker, which is probably my favorite deluxe that I got. Second to definitely Soundwave. He's definitely my second favorite. Probably top 3 now for my favorite deluxes. Which only above him is Jazz and Sideswipe. I just love those molds. Then here is the other Versus character, Top Spin, which his head just does not stay put. This might be a problem on other copies, but mine is terrible. It only will stay like this. You can twist it in sometimes, but like if it's straight, it just goes back up to that normal position. And then here is Cliff Jumper, which he's very cool. I love his car mode, his transformation. I hated him when I first got him, but now that I've transformed him a couple times, I'm starting to like it a bit more. I do wish he came with a better gun. This looks cool, it's good to the show, but it's not my favorite accessory. There's Soundwave, and here's the back. Let's get into the next Decepticon, why not? Also move this stuff, so we don't have any more reference of Soundwave or his buddies. He also comes with 2 little guns, which I've somehow already lost, which is quite interesting. I'm sure I'll find them somewhere, and I'll probably announce that in a short. But they're just those little Micromasters that Quake has, or Needle Nose does, or, you know, those people. I do really like this, though. It reminds me of the Gamer Edition thing, where they turn their hands into that thing Bumblebee has. I definitely forget the name. This is just basically a blaster. I wish it actually matched the color, like disarmed, like the arm, like this one does a little bit. But it still looks cool. This guy is the main reason why I got the 2-pack. I did also want Top Spin though, so it's not like I only got him for this. But he does look really cool. I've done this transformation 1 time, and I struggled with this so much. I cannot figure out the legs. I hate transforming this thing. But I'll probably transform it some more after this. Try to figure out how to memorize it better, but yeah. Let's go into Sunstreaker, which is definitely my favorite deluxe that I got. He's very cool. I love the way his feet look and how in transformation mode you can actually see the bottom, so it's not just like one thing and it looks all on the bottom. He looks a lot like better from the bottom than most like Soundwave. Sideswipe does. And I like how the vehicle mode's like very similar. Like the windows or windshields and all that, like exact same design, which I really like. And I also love this face mold. Accessories though, he comes with this thing, which I plug into the back because I'm pretty sure that's how the movie goes. You can plug this in here for like an arm blaster or shield, or you can plug it into his hands. But I'll probably just give this guy a different weapon. But it's still cool. Let's go into Top Spin. I hate the way his head is, but other than that, it's quite cool. He's a headmaster, of course, so you can take his head off, and you get this little dude. Quite nice. Let's plug this back in. It's still not plugged in, dude. I see it. I was plugging in Soundwave. Alright, but here's the cannons, which they look pretty cool until this, but it still looks cool. I did stop motion with these two, so go check that out. It's pretty cool. It's not my best stop motion, but it's definitely a better one. Done stop motion with all these guys so far besides Sunstreaker and Cliffjumper, which maybe I'll do those next. But here's Cliffjumper. This thing does not tab in for me in car mode or in robot mode. It just will not tab in. So it's always at like an angle, which I do not like, but and also these windows, they could have folded these in somehow or something, because his arms have like no rotation because of these. So yeah, and every time I transform it, I feel like I can't leave it in there because I feel like these things are keeping it in place. Don't want to break this figure because it is quite nice. I like Cliffjumper, and I feel like the 86 version does not do him justice. My throat is awful because I've been sick for like 3 days. But I had to give this video out for you guys. And so I wouldn't have to stop worrying about it. But yeah, this can's pretty basic. Other than that, that's all. I liked all these guys, and also I have a very important question for you all. Should I get AoE Grimlock? And if I do, I will not be able to get another figure for like at least a month or two. But there's also Scorponok, which he came on, or he's cheaper than I've seen him. He's $190 right now. So, yeah. Tell me in the comments. Bye. Hey, you. Come here. You're gonna subscribe, or else.